Marhaban bikum. I'm Sam Ross with Qasid Online. Today we're going to be looking at 4 basic instructions in the Arabic language, and they're crucial for your Arabic learning. Let's take a look. I'm going to make a quadrant of 4 squares. Why 4? Well, here's the basic idea. A word in Arabic can be either definite or indefinite. So if I have 2 words back to back, that's a total of 4 possibilities, right? I could have, for example, definite, definite, indefinite, indefinite, definite, indefinite, and indefinite, definite. Now, one of the beautiful things about the Arabic language is its extreme concision. Each of these 4 possibilities codes for something, means something. It's not just random. And so if we fill it in, we can follow the meaning. Let's do the first one. If I take a definite word, al-bayt, and an indefinite word, al-jamil, what does that mean? Well, in this case, it's going to code for a noun followed by an adjective. And it kind of makes sense, right? Because they're both definite. It's like they're the same thing. And an adjective describes the word that it's coming before it. So they kind of go together. What's the translation? Al-Bayt al-Jamil is going to be the beautiful house. All right. Bottom box. Take a look here. Indefinite, indefinite. So we'll have Bayt and Jamil. What should that code for? By the same logic as above, they're both indefinite. They kind of go together. It should also be an adjectival relationship. So the first one's a noun, and the second one is an adjective. What's going to be the translation? Not the beautiful house, but a beautiful house. Great. Next box. Definite, indefinite. Now, this is a little confusing the way this is written. Let's do this here. Let's stress that English is read left to right. So we're intending this way, and Arabic from right to left. So in other words, the first word we mean is definite. So there's al-bayt. We don't mean like a vertical relationship here. The second word is going to be jamil. In this case, they're not going to be adjectival in their connection because they don't match indefiniteness. So what's it going to be? This codes for a nominal sentence, a jumla ismiya. So the first word is our subject, and the second word is our predicate. How do I combine this to make a subject and a predicate? It's going to become, the house is beautiful. Now notice something important. I put the word is here, but there's no is in the Arabic. I only have 2 words. It turned into a whole bunch more. 4. The matches the alif and lam, dot, 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 dot. Where did the is come from? Well, basically what's happened here is that Arabic is what we call a non-copula or a zero-copula language. We don't use this helping verb to connect the subject and the predicate. In English, we have to use it unless you're using colloquial. So you might hear, for example, in colloquial English, you the man. And yani, they left out the is or the are. It should be you are the man. Great. Final category, indefinite, definite. I have to change the words around to make it make sense, but it still codes for something. Let's put now Bayt al-Walid. Bayt meaning house, Walid meaning the father. If I do that, it's not going to be a predicate-subject relationship or subject-predicate relationship. It's going to be a relationship of possessed and possessor. What does that mean? It's like a possessive construction. The translation is going to be the house of the father. And alternatively, you could actually say the father's house. Both of these work. I had an Italian student once who knew his English really well, and he told me the second construction is called a Saxon genitive. I'm like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. Now, the main thing, though, is that which do we prefer? As we'll discuss later, I like the first translation a little bit better. They mean the same thing, but notice something useful. The order of the words in Arabic is first the word bayt, and then the word walid. If you take the first translation, it puts the word bayt, i.e. house, first, and then the word father second. So if you use the of form, it matches the word order. If you use the apostrophe s, it doesn't, right? Because then I have father first, and then house, and that's the opposite. Great. That's our discussion here. Now let's add a little bit of some details here. Notice something important, which is that in all of these cases, this one, and this one, we matched in gender, right? So Bayt is masculine, Jamil is masculine, Bayt is still masculine, Jamil is still masculine. We can make a general principle. Let's erase the board here. The general principle is that the subject and predicate match in gender, and the noun and adjective match in gender. Let's prove it. Let's use a feminine word. So I'm going to clean this up completely. So I'll get rid of our examples. Let's use a feminine word. Now, one word you know is the word mintaqa. Mintaqa means a region. So if I wanted to say al-mintaqa jamila, I have to use the female form. I can't say al-mintaqa jamil. What's going to be our translation? It's going to be the region is beautiful. Let's keep working it through. Do maybe a definite here. Al-mintaqa al-jamil. What do you think? Hopefully you said no. The rule here says they have to match in gender. So I have to add a ta marbuta to the end here. I'll kind of draw one in. Okay, last example. Can I say, that means the beautiful region as well, sorry. Last example, mintaqa jamila, how's that? Yeah, it looks great, no problem. That means a beautiful region. We can put the translation right down there. And that's the end of our discussion of the 4 basic instructions. Thanks for joining us.